And Mel Gibson is back in direct-to-DVD form. Actually, I think this movie, Monster Summer, was shockingly released in theaters. The cover alone had me. This was like a throwback to nostalgia. And Mel Gibson is credited as N. Mel Gibson, which made me worried that he was just going to be a slight cameo in this. Like maybe the filmmakers could afford to have him for one day. They spent all his money on getting like a... Is it called cameo? Where you send celebrities cash? Well, washed up celebrities cash so they could record greetings for you. Like maybe a similar thing was going on with this and Mel Gibson. I was pleasantly surprised though that he's pretty much the hero of this. Of course, he'll always be Mad Max to me. And even though we don't need another hero, Summer Monsters, Monster Summer's hero is Noah. I originally thought Noah was played by the same kid from Unaccompanied Minors, but I realized the maths didn't work out. It's actually played excellently by Mason Thames, a teenager living on Martha's Vineyard in 1997. I think I was a teenager living on Martha's Vineyard in 1997. I think we have the footage. So maybe that's why I relate to the main character. Noah is excellently played by Mason Thames. I assume that's how you pronounce his last name, because of the Thames River in England, which Americans love pronouncing the Thames River. Tell me how to get to the Thames River. I do declare, it's called the Thames. Thames. Mason Thames, great actor. He was in Black Telephone, or a movie that's titled similarly to that. I watched it on an aeroplane once. Pretty good, but a little gruesome. I think it would have made a better book. It probably was a better book. But we're talking about Monster Summer. What's it about? The Goonies. That's what it's about. That's unkind. It's actually about a witch. It's a fun late night movie kind of thing. Like if you came across it at 12 or 1 a.m. in the morning, you'd watch it and enjoy it. Hopefully. It's directed beautifully by David Henrie, who pays homage to other great directors, as we will find out. Goonies, Jaws, and Sweet Valley High? I don't know. So this will contain spoilers. So just stop this and go and watch Monster Summer. You won't be disappointed. It's better than most movies that win Oscars, for example. A low bar, mind you. I think I am the demographic audience for this, since I was a teenager in the 90s. 2024's Summer Monster starts off like all great movies do, with a fake CGI butterfly flying over the suburbs and then coming near a creepy old house in the woods, and then smash! A red-headed boy jumps out a window, drops his gun, and then runs away into the woods, followed by a witch. This is already a better film than The Witch. The witch comes near the gun, her hand comes down into shot where the gun's lying, but instead of picking up the gun, she picks up a broken piece of glass with the boy's blood on it, and then licks it. What a great shot. You think she's going for the gun, but that'd be cool too, but a different kind of movie. Be like a Schwarzenegger vehicle, a witch firing a gun into the woods after her assailant. So we're now on the side of the red-headed boy. We want him to escape. So early on we have empathy for this kid who we know nothing about because there's a creepy witch following him, using subtle hints from other pop culture to fuel this one. If you had never seen a witch movie before, you wouldn't care what was happening, for example. But she gets him, and then we cut to a shot of the Renna walking down the street in the middle of a foggy day. The coppers stop him, and the red-headed boy is now a mute. He's not talking, and he looks like a tired old zombie. And then we see the witch, I think, get into a station wagon and drive away. She's on the hunt for new victims. She goes to a fishing village, Oak Bluffs, awesome, and then crosses the ferry to Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, where the rich people live. I would have preferred if this movie didn't take place on Martha's Vineyard. They just invented a new fictitious town like Cabot Cove. That would have been awesome. So we're informed this is set in 1997. So strange that 1997 is a period piece. It feels just like yesterday. The witch now has a bicycle. Her name is Miss Hullison, I think, or Hobson. It's hard to pay attention. She visits Nora Zetherna's character, Abby Reed, mother of our hero Noah. And she is the owner of a bed and breakfast that Miss Halverson will be staying at. So, shades of Fright Night, where the monster's proximity to our teenage hero is confirmed. Our hero Noah's only trouble is not having a father figure, but also trying to get one of his stories published in the local gazette. He wants to be a journo, like his father was. Noah also plays baseball with his mates. And then the home run music here replicates beautifully a John Williams score. A throwback to old Hollywood music. On their way home, Noah and his 3 mates stop at Old Man Carruthers' property, abandoned looking. Noah mentions in the summer of '65 some kids went missing around here. Maybe he can find evidence to the disappearance on the creepy property. See, this is something we all can relate, like kids' imagination getting carried away with them. And he thought that would be a good story. Maybe he can publish that in the local gazette. So, becoming the Goonies, they trespass. Pretty similar shots, and they see Old Man Carruthers digging. The Burbs, anyone? Old Man Carruthers is revealed to be Mel Gibson. Dun dun dun! What a twist. He scares the kids away, they run off. Later that night, Noah's friend Ben admits he's gonna go swimming with Noah's crush, Ellie, played by Lilah Pate. Late night swimming. We then pay homage to Jaws as the witch watches them swimming from the wharf. Now this is a creepy scene. But then she says, "Dangerous for kids to swim at night," or something. And she's like half a mile away and they're in the noisy water, but they hear her. How can they hear her? Probably witchcraft, maybe. Whenever something doesn't make sense, a witch did it. So, no plot holes in this movie. Witch jumps in the water, she pulls them under one by one with a struggle. Dun 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 dun. Ellie escapes, but Ben is pulled deep down, and then a bright light envelops him. Like Raiders of the Lost Ark, Poltergeist, Dr. Sleep. Noah's backpack shows up at his house. Old Man Carruthers must have returned it. Noah goes to Ben's house. A cop car's in front. The copper tells Ben's mum that he was swimming alone and is now a mute, like the little redhead boy from the beginning. Of course, Noah knows he was with Ellie. He goes and sees her. She tells him what really happened. A witch did it. Okay, I'm all on board. This is great. Wouldn't this be great if this was like a prequel to Blair Witch? I'm so scared right now.
I am so scared.
Noah goes back to Mel Gibson's house. He thanks him for returning his backpack and then tells him about the witch story and his friend no longer talking. Turns out Mr. Carruthers is an ex-retired detective officer of some kind, so he's now on the case, out of retirement. Lethal Weapon sequel? I'm getting too old for this. Noah gets on with his life. Back at the baseball game, the umpire is revealed to be the Sandlot Kid. Now, it's great that he is a cameo, and not Mel Gibson. Noah tries to get his friend Ben talking again by giving him his favorite food, Reese's Pieces. E.T. Now, to do research for this, I bought myself just as good as you remember. So Noah pleads with Mr. Carruthers, kids are gonna get hurt again if we don't stop this thing. Jaws, I like Sheriff Brody's warning. This is great. You don't want to watch Jaws every day, so now you can watch Monster Summer. Another boy at like a bonfire at the beach is lured away from the group by a hot girl who turns out to be, dun dun dun, the witch, and he is absorbed in a bright light also. Least we forget. Noah's looking through a telescope, rear window. Now we're going back to the frickin' 50s. The witch looks back at him through the telescope. Hitchcock again. He snoops around her room. Manhattan Murder Mystery, or, Fright Night, or any Goosebumps episode. The witch comes back in the room. He hides in her closet. Metaphor. The kids follow her on her bike to like a library, and then as she's backstage they tackle her, but it turns out she's a children's author. She was just about to read a book to the little kiddies. Innocent. Oh, great. Noah's friends don't want anything to do with him since he led them to tackle a famous children's author. Would have been great if it was R.L. Stine. Or, J.K. Rowling. Nah, we like her, don't we? Noah then opens up to Mel Gibson, tells him that his dad was a journalist and he wants to be one too. Really great acting. The station wagon is on the move again. The lemonade stand girl gets evaporated when it pulls up. Would you like to buy some lemonade? Ah! Great. Mel puts thumbtacks on a map and tries to figure out what's going on, like a true detective. Noah finds friend's bike abandoned on the side of the road, finds him in the woods, and then rescues him from the witch. Good job. Noah is our hero. The station wagon chases Noah, though, down the road. Duel? Black Cadillac. The witch visits Mel Gibson, messes up his thumbtack map. Oh no. Then puts a creepy vision of his dead son on the television set. The witch has AI potential. Mel visits the redhead kid Ronnie in New Hampshire. He finds a key, and in the box there's witch research and a gun and silver bullets. So wasn't the gun left outside the witch's creepy house and the witch just left it there? How did it get back into the box? Did the mute kid retrieve it? Whenever you notice a plot hole in this, a witch did it. Oh, he also finds Little League pictures in this box of mystery in the Ranger's house. And it's the same umpire in all these photos, even old sepia black and white ones. The umpire, the Sandlot kid, is the witch, potentially. So Noah's playing baseball now, then he sees the burn marks on the arm of the umpire, and then knows that he's the witch. The station wagon is at the umpire's house. They go inside. Terrific acting by Sandlot kid. I know you have a name, sir. You were in a cool X-Files episode about vampires. He ties them up. He's gonna put Noah in the oven, I think, a la Hansel and Gretel. Mr. Carruthers shows up, shoots her with a silver bullet. She screams, disappears. All the children get their speech back, no longer mutes. Noah gets published in the Gazette. The end. I really enjoyed this. Nostalgia for the 90s isn't a thing. Like, this is still 97. The world hasn't changed that much. All the kid actors are perfect. Probably better than most of the adult actors in this. Nah, they're all great. I enjoyed Monster Summer. I'm glad I never heard of it before and had no spoilers. I had no idea there was a witch in it. Have you ever seen Monster Summer? Well, hopefully, because I told you to stop this and go watch it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section. Let's let this be a cult hit eventually. Eventually.